Last remaining BlockBuster in the world. This is where you rented videos and movies and video games and stuff. Just bomb it down to Texas as fast as I can because I have a trip to South America planned. Well, that's pretty much the end of my trip, honestly. I ran out of time, you know, where one trip ends, another one begins. To the Redwoods. Check this out. So gorgeous. These trees are massive. Parking a motorcycle inside a tree. I think I'm gonna go with one or the other. It's either gonna go the vlogging or it's either gonna go all cinematic. So leave a comment on the video. So welcome to Africa is the best way I can describe this. The campsite got raided. Trash pandas. Yeah, this is why everybody loves driving the 101. And so apples were dropping on my tent and around me all throughout the night. Alright, good morning, and it's an interesting morning because last night the campsite got raided. If you're asking how the campsite got raided, it was by what we like to refer to as trash pandas, otherwise known as raccoons. It was a gang of 4 of them, and man, did they come in our camp and start rampaging, and they quite literally took all our chips. They tried getting our ramen noodles, but luckily I woke up in time and I was like, that's an odd sound. So luckily we were able to scare them off, but it was about a half an hour standoff because they weren't scared of humans. Lost a bag of chips, but we survived the pillaging and rampaging that happened from the raccoons. It is actually the scariest part of the whole trip, funny enough, because you don't know what's happening. You don't know what it is. You don't know if it's a person. You don't know if it's an animal. You don't know if it's something else. 11:30 p.m. at night, you know, when you're sleeping. Then a skunk decided to come by and fight the raccoons. And then a skunk sprayed the raccoons, and then the skunks started walking around our camp. And I'm thinking, well, that's not gonna go well if it gets scared and startled again. So I was literally sitting in my tent like a mummy and not moving for about 10 minutes because the skunk was just hovering around my tent. And I said, if I make any sort of movements, I'm gonna get sprayed, and that would be horrible. We're gonna pack up our stuff. This is unfortunately the last day that Grace and I are going to be traveling together because she is headed home for a trip with her family, and I am continuing on for the next week or so, making it back home to Texas. It's definitely been amazing, and it's been awesome. So wishing her well, and we'll see her again very soon. Besides the aggressive raccoons, it's pretty amazing. People do fly fishing here. It's very cool. And yeah, definitely one of the more scenic drives I've had around the Bend area. Alright, good morning everybody. Welcome to Bend, Oregon. And if you see this business in front of me, it's called BlockBuster. Way back when I was a little kid, this is where you rented videos and movies and video games and stuff, and they had specials on the week, and it was like my favorite time to go out and pick up a video game or a movie or something. It was the biggest chain in the United States, and maybe even the world. Last remaining BlockBuster in the world, here in Bend, Oregon. Alright, welcome to Smith Rock State Park outside of Bend, Oregon, and it is gorgeous. It's one of the my favorite state parks in all the United States. It shouldn't be a state park, it should be something bigger because the trails here are really fun. This is not what you typically expect from a state park. Alright, welcome to another day, another adventure. Currently today's breakfast situation is Safeway. And they also got little breakfast burritos, which are really great for $4 because yeah, this trip is starting to accumulate and get very, very expensive. So it's nice to save some money. Anyway, so today's plan is to head down the entire southern Oregon coast, all the way down to the northern California coast, and cut into the interior, go through Lake Tahoe, work my way through Vegas, and then come out back to Texas, and that's my trip. It'll be another 7 to 10 days, maybe, we'll see. So I'm almost home. And from there I fly to South America, which is really exciting. The bike, I got heated gear today because it is 60 degrees as a high today, Fahrenheit, and that's about 16 degrees Celsius. And yeah, it is starting to get chilly and cold with the wind chill factor. And yeah, winter is coming. And that's just the reality of it, going from burning hot 110 degrees Fahrenheit to now 60 degrees Fahrenheit in a matter of a month and a half. So. Alright, beautiful Oregon coast. Seriously, as you drive down south, all over the coast, it's just state park, it's wildlife refuge, it's beautiful beaches, it's these little rocks that are in the middle of the ocean, which is absolutely incredible. You got lighthouses. It's pretty amazing. So the Oregon coast, definitely one of the most photogenic places that I believe you can drive here in the western North Pacific West. This is the Siltcoos Beach OHV area, and what I love about OHV areas in the United States is you can basically do anything you want, from drive vehicles, fly drones, sometimes do campfires. It's pretty awesome. This is the beach. Unfortunately, there's a huge cloud that has been rolling in, so not great views. I was going to take the bike through here, but the sand is so fine that, yeah, I would probably get stuck a lot, and I don't want to be setting up tripods and stuff. And even if I get a drone up, as you can see the cloud, I mean, you won't be able to see anything. So it'd be cool to follow me for a little bit, but I don't think it's worth the effort and the difficulty. So I'm gonna call this one a nice viewpoint, and that's about it. Although I would love to drive on the beach with the bike. Not gonna happen today. So anyway, gonna do some quick filming here and then make my way out of here. Further south we go to California. Check out today's awesome hair. It is all fluffy thanks to the humidity here on the Oregon coast. So for those of you who've been following along on the wonderful, great Alex motorcycle adventure of this year, thank you. Been trying not to burn myself out as I did last time, and just trying to take it easy, so thanks for your patience. I hope the video so far have been nice. Question for everybody watching is, how are those cinematic videos doing? Because by this time, I haven't released anything in my moment of time right now, but when you're watching this, I would have released 1 or 2 of my cinematic videos, and I'm so curious to know, what does everybody think? Should I keep doing those? Should I keep doing the vlogs? I have no idea, so I would love to hear your comments. Be sure to leave me a comment on this video. And I don't know, those cinematics take a lot of time. It's crazy, I love them. The vlogging I found more difficult than the cinematics, funny enough. So vlogging is just not a passion anymore, I hate to say it. So if you like the cinematics, let me know. It's either, I think I'm gonna go with one or the other. It's either gonna go the vlogging, or it's either gonna go all cinematic. The problem with the cinematic is you might get one every 2 weeks, but unfortunately the YouTube algorithm does not like that. So, I'm thinking what to do. So I don't know what to do. So leave a comment on the video and let me know, because I could use some suggestions and some ideas and feedback of the cinematics to the vlogs. So you either want less cinematics or you want more vlogs. You can't have both. It's really hard. I can barely keep up on the road as it is. Anyway, today's plan is to head through California, the Redwoods, cross into Northern California, work my way down through the California coast and the mountains, head down through Vegas, cross into Texas, and end the adventure after about 9.5 weeks. Wow, that was a long adventure. It was originally planned for 2 weeks. It became 10. That's amazing. So. Look at the spooky fog. Absolutely love it. It's like out of a movie. Look at that, it just like looms and hangs over. This is the Oregon side of Oregon. So the Redwoods is a very interesting place because it's not one specific designated national park. It's not one designated state park. There's 2 of them, technically, but then there's other small ones like the Jebediah one, and there's like random roads like this. So it's not one specific location, it's a whole area. So you really have to find your way and navigate the roads and find the right proper roads to really enjoy the Redwoods. Right, welcome to the Jebediah State Park. Now this is a little bit of an off-road. This is a bit of an alternative road that's kind of hard to find on the map, but look, it is gorgeous. Absolutely love it. Welcome to the Redwoods. Check this out. So gorgeous. These trees are massive and they are huge, and look at the size of that one.
Like the world's never known. Like the world's never known.
Welcome to today's ridiculous roadside attraction, a giant Paul Bunyan and bull statue with a giant pair of testicles too. And this statue talks too, it's hilarious. America. Alright, welcome to the beautiful California coast. As you can see, yeah, this is why everybody loves driving the 101, because there are some great outlooks, great views, absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, the road I've been taking has kind of snaked around to the very edge of the coast, so you get a little bit of ocean, you get some rocks, you get some redwood trees. It has been pretty awesome, amazing. That's why this part of the world is very beautiful. On today's edition of Things You Don't See Every Day is parking a motorcycle inside a tree. It's gonna be awesome, so excited. So welcome to Africa is the best way I can describe this. This is nuts. It went from the beautiful lush green redwoods to this. It is crazy. Look at that. Well, you still see some of the redwood stuff over there, but man, this is like it's like Africa over here. Look at this. This is nuts. The interesting part about this campsite is that there's an apple tree right here, which I didn't realize last night when I got in here. And so apples were dropping on my tent and around me all throughout the night. And it was really crazy and scary because this is bear country. So I thought it might have been a big animal, but luckily it wasn't. But anyway, very weird to have apples drop on your tent all overnight. So anyway, new experience I suppose. BLM campsite, $5 per night, pretty cheap, can't complain. And yeah, today's goal is to make it to Lake Tahoe in Nevada, finally. I'm working my way south, so see you on the road. Guess what? It's breakfast time, and yeah, Subway. So quick update, I've decided to basically just bomb it down to Texas as fast as I can, because I have a trip to South America planned. So that's why you haven't seen me do a lot of updates and stuff. So yeah, so 3 days have passed. I've been driving like crazy from Oregon. I'm currently in Nevada, and I'm headed to Texas hopefully here in the next 2 days. So that's my plan. So that's pretty much the end of my trip, honestly. I ran out of time. I ended up in Oregon and just been booking it down since. It's been pretty amazing. And yeah, it's kind of sad, but you know, where one trip ends, another one begins. So yeah, it's life. So try not to think about it too much. And yeah, really exciting stuff. South America, that's next, which is super cool. Anyway, I'll do another video about final thoughts on the whole thing, and yeah, I'll see you then.